पाकिस्तान के नायब वज़ीर आज़म और वज़ीर ख़ारजा इशाक़ डार कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ चाइना की सालगिरह की तकरीब के मौके पर खिताब कर रहे हैं।
But one particular avenue that I wish to highlight this evening is the party-to-party exchanges. A regular dialogue between the Communist Party of China and political parties of Pakistan has facilitated in deepening mutual understanding, exchanging governance experiences, and aligning our vision for development and modernization. Such institutional interactions have laid a solid foundation for people-to-people connectivity, ensuring that China-Pakistan friendship is passed on from generation to generation with continued vigor and vitality. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as the President of International Affairs of Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, I would like to underscore the long-standing bonds of friendship between Communist Party of China and Pakistan Muslim League N. I also appreciate the CPC continuous engagement with all political parties of Pakistan. Very recently, on 24th of May, they celebrated in Beijing, International Department of Chinese Communist Party, their Pakistan and China 75th anniversary. I was invited as chief guest. I co-chaired with Minister Liu, who heads the IDCPC, and they invited all political parties from China, and there were almost 100 participants from across the country, all political parties. I think that was a really grand function they held to celebrate 75th anniversary of the Chinese-Pakistan's leadership and the relationship. There are ample evidences, I would say, which we can quote to see how close Pakistan and China works. Regardless which political party's governance, the relationship with China remains the same and at the top priority. These ties are underpinned by regular exchanges between the leadership of the two parties, which feed into the strategic mutual trust between our two countries. The launch of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor in 2015 during the government of Pakistan Muslim League marked a pivotal moment in the history of bilateral relations. Not only did the CPAC expand the scope of practical cooperation, it helped Pakistan successfully overcome the daunting challenges of electricity shortages in pre-2013-14, and it supported Pakistan economic development, and the all outages, which were almost 18 to 20 hours in the urban areas and 20 to 21 hours in rural area, all got vanished. Ladies and gentlemen, excellencies, the CPAC also strengthened a road infrastructure while generating employment opportunities for our citizens, including in rural and less developed parts of Pakistan. Now the CPAC second phase is focused on high quality development with priority areas including industrialization, agriculture, mines and minerals, IT and human resource development. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to share that a mutually reinforcing relationship exists between the CPAC 2.0 and Pakistan's 5 E's framework for development that prioritizes exports, e-Pakistan, environment and climate change, energy and infrastructure, and equity and empowerment. I am confident that this alignment of visions between China and Pakistan will bring even greater prosperity, innovation, and shared growth for our two peoples. Importantly, these shared priorities will give a fresh impetus to the efforts aimed at building the China-Pakistan corridor, a vibrant one, and also China-Pakistan community with a shared future in the new era. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, today's anniversary comes against the backdrop of an uncertain regional and institutional situation. As a peace-loving nation, Pakistan continues to advance the mediation process through persistent outreach and sustained engagement. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thankfully, the peace efforts achieved the signing of the historic Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding between the US and Iran on 18th of June this year. These peace efforts were greatly supported by President Xi Jinping, visionary four-point peace proposal which advocated dialogue as the means to solve differences. Pakistan has the same policy. Last year, Pakistan has its turn as presidency of the UN Security Council. In May last year and then July 2025, particularly May, China had the presidency. In July, Pakistan had the presidency. And the theme we selected for the ministerial debate in New York in the UN Security Council meeting and during Pakistan presidency was multilateralism, disputes solution through the dialogue and diplomacy. So Pakistan and China work together for the peace and security of the globe, and obviously which includes the region. Pakistan and China also joined hands on 31st of March 2026 when I visited at the invitation of Foreign Minister Wang Yi, and we both discussed the China-Pakistan 5-point peace initiative for Middle East. We urged de-escalation, cessation of hostilities, peace talks, security of shipping lanes, and adherence to the UN Charter as the pathway to lasting peace in the Middle East. We had massive support to China-Pakistan 5-point peace initiative, which we announced during my visit 31st of March. We had dozens of countries across the globe, Americas, Europe, Central Asia, South Asia, Middle East, virtually everybody supported those 5 points. Since the start of the crisis, close coordination between China and Pakistan has shown that our friendship is a prized asset for global peace, stability, and harmony. We will continue to work closely with China in the interest of not only our two countries, but also for the international community. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I wish to once again pay my tribute to the great founding spirit and century-long legacy of the Communist Party of China. Let me also reaffirm Pakistan's ironclad friendship with the leadership, government, and the peoples of China. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I pray that this timeless bond of friendship may continue to thrive, bringing more prosperity and happiness to our two countries and beyond. I thank you all. Pakistan-China friendship, Zindabad. Thank you.
नायब वज़ीर आज़म इस्हाक़ डार कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ चाइना की 105वीं सालगिरह के मौके पर इस्लामाबाद में होने वाली तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे थे।